So I just came in from driving and I heard this man on the radio say, if you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. And I feel like my mom said that, or my grandmom. Somebody in my family said that to me before. And I was like, yeah, if you keep doing the same thing, it's like a pattern. We end up doing the same things over and over again and getting the same results. But at the same time, you expecting something different. And I think they call that insanity. Anyway, I thought about that and I was like, you know what? We need to talk about breaking patterns. So next time when we're doing the same thing over and over again and you're getting those same results over and over again, you understand that you are in a pattern. And sometimes it's hard to get out of it. That feeling of being stuck or drowning even. Like why is this happening to me? You are capable of different, but it starts with you doing something differently. Don't stay stuck. It's so easy to stay in the same place, in the same space, but you got to move forward. And I know you can do it. It's just going to take a little bit of effort just to get started. And then once you get that effort rolling and in your spirit, and it's something that you're doing on a regular basis, it's going to become so much easier. You have to figure it out. Got to figure it out. You got to think about things differently. There have been so many times where I've done what they say you got to, if you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. Now, I might have tweaked what I was doing, thinking I was going to get something different, but it was still the same thing. You got to do something totally different. Not necessarily drastic, but you got to make a change at some point in time to break those patterns, right? So I was thinking, I'm in my 40s now, and I'm looking at where I am today, and I'm like, this has to stop. Like, I can't go on being dissatisfied with certain things. So I'm going to have to break the pattern somewhere. And for me, even just starting this YouTube channel is me breaking a pattern of not just continuing to do the same thing, work a 9 to 5, and not use my creative outlets or my creativity. Find a creative outlet. And for me, right now, I feel like YouTube has become a creative outlet for me, and I'm so appreciative of it. It's like I have my own channel. I was thinking about earlier, like, what would I call my channel or my station? WBBM, Bold Beginnings by Michelle, whatever, something. I was just sitting there thinking, this is my channel. I've done something differently. I've made some changes where I'm expecting a different result. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not insane. I'm not doing the same thing expecting a different result. I'm doing something differently. What's something different that you can do? Yeah, you don't want to stay stuck. It's not a good feeling, right? You want to get out of where you are. You want to do something new. Try something new. Shift your mindset. It all starts in the mind first. The mind is the first thing to lead us. Then you got to be consistent with it. You got to be consistent. So it starts in the mind. You got to get that mind shifted out of that pattern of stuckness. What can you do differently today that will get you closer to where you want to be tomorrow? And that can be anything, even relationships, friendships, spouses. Like, let me not bring the spouses in here. Relationships. What can you do differently in those relationships where you can probably get a different result? It could be a little nicer, be a little sweeter. So your result will be different. Less arguing, who knows, whatever. But there's things that you can do differently in your career where you're not expecting a different result because you really didn't do anything differently. Apply for a new job, do a stretch roll, get out of that position you're in now, ask for help in other ways that can possibly help you later, like starting a new course. Who knows, whatever. There's so many different things that we can do differently that can help us get to a different result in the future. And I think it's just something to think about. I keep thinking about the saying, and I keep getting confused with the wording. If you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. There's not going to be any difference in your result. So to expect differently would be insanity. So I just want you to think about breaking the pattern, starting a new habit. You know, it's about that time for New Year's resolutions. Everybody's always talking about what's your resolution. I don't normally have one because they end up being broken within the first couple of months. So I just say, you know what? If I'm going to make a change, I'm going to make a change when I want to make a change. Because if I do it just because it's January 1st, that's not going to motivate me. There has to be some other outside motivation besides everybody else is doing it, or that's the big thing to do right now. So I would ask you to think, even around this time, even though we know it's resolution time, what is one thing that you can change today or tomorrow to help you make, steps towards the greater good or the greater impact that you want for yourself? Try something new. Like I said, try a course. And a lot of times what I'll say is this also, like with the title for a lot of YouTubers or in the past couple of months was moving in silence, not telling anybody about your YouTube channel. But that goes with a lot of things in life. You don't always need somebody else's support to start something new. I talked about that in a previous video as well. You don't always need other outside supporters. Be your own biggest fan. Go into your room, close the door, try to focus on things that you want to do for yourself and keep it shut. Don't tell nobody, because once you tell somebody, they start putting doubt in your head. Oh, you can't do that. You can't. The naysayers will come because they're already doubting themselves and they want you to doubt yourself too so you can stay stuck with them. No, no, ma'am, no, sir, nobody. Keep it to yourself. I just thought that was interesting. I wanted to share that real quick. I gotta go eat my food because I'm hungry. I had so many errands to run today. So the kids' last day is tomorrow. I had to go get sugar cookies for the classroom. I had to make sure they had pajamas for their Polar Express party. So much to do. But anyway, I digress. Just think about that. If you keep doing what you did, you're going to keep getting what you got. We got to break our patterns, the bad ones. Think about some good habits to pick up. And that's it. You got this. Just think about something different that you want to do for yourself to get you out of your stuckness, as I'm saying. But anyway, and I want to thank you for being here as usual. I appreciate you and take care, and I'll see you on the next video. You ever heard that saying? Okay, first, hold on. I was in the car just now, and the person on the radio said, if you always, what did it say? If you keep doing what you did, what's that? What did they say? When you expect something different. These are all these things popping in my head. Let me think about it. Is it you're being delirious, delusional? I don't know. either way, when you are expecting a different result, but you're doing the same thing, is it delusional? I gotta look that one up.